let's do it. Let's do it.
I will take Jab, LOL.
So it's going to be... Oh, it's a basic Nephiros mirror match.
Oh, wow. So, and let's see. Pvddr has had his advanced Darius banned, and Jab has had his uh,
Elves.
Elves banned.
So, yeah, we'll have to see. So, opens with a Plague Vermin.
Jab LOL has a really weird hand, including not one, not two, but three Tombs of the Damned in his opener.
Wow.
Yeah, I guarantee you those are getting Divine Offeringed away.
He only needs one.
Absolutely.
But
This isn't the old days when you could have four of them in play.
Oh, yes.
I can imagine if you could have four of them in play, I can imagine Enoch being uncontrollable.
Anyways, Pvddr has some interesting cards in his hand, including Instill Life.
Wow.
This takes me back to a deck I once ran, which was essentially this, but you use Instill Life because you could bring back Flesh Sculptors, Mesmerizing Spirits, Necromantic Cults, Cavalry Field Captains. So that's really interesting, actually. I don't know if he's running any other order stuff. Possibly not, because of what we saw in his other games.
Well, there's an order level, I guarantee you Jab is tossing a Tombs of the Damned. I don't see why he would discard anything else. He's got a Undead Necromancer and a Flesh Sculptor in hand, but he had two Tombs of the Damned.
Yeah, again, he only needs one, so
absolutely
there will be no reason to keep a second one. Anyways, we'll have to see how this goes.
Out comes the Tombs of the Damned? Tombs of the Damned. Now, Jab is going to have a significant advantage here because he's going to have at least 2 turns of Tombs of the Damned, more than Pvddr is going to have. So he's going to at least have that little bit of an advantage.
However, Pvddr has a strong play right now, and that is to play the Haunted Cemetery, which he has, then a Flesh Sculptor, and use the Hero Power, which will get him 2 zombies. Yep. And then run his spirit into the zombie.
Yes, and that is going to help stabilize the board, but only this turn. And Jab LOL does have an Undead Necromancer to drop next turn. And I assume Flesh Sculptor is going to the back row?
It does not.
Doesn't. Well, yes, I mean...
That's dangerous, actually.
It is dangerous.
Consume Spirit will be absolutely devastating.
It's true, but the other thing to keep in mind is that Consume Spirit hits Flesh Sculptor whether she's in the front or the back, and so does Noxious Fumes. It's not as big of a play as it would be against like an order deck that has no hard removal. But Jab LOL has an Infected Survivor, a Zombie Legionnaire, Flesh Sculptor, and Undead Necromancer in his hand.
Yeah, it makes sense.
There's the Flesh Sculptor.
It has strong synergy with the Survivor because it gets 2 zombies.
Absolutely, but it's not a whole lot going on right now for Jab LOL. He can't really do a whole lot of anything at the moment. He throws the Flesh Sculptor in the back row. Or support row, I should say.
He doesn't want it to get attacked by the other Flesh Sculptor, probably. Even he doesn't know what kind of removal Pvddr is holding.
True. He also probably doesn't want it to get hero-powered and just killed by a zombie. I'll tell you one thing that'll help really throw this game into chaos is who's the first one to drop their second Flesh Sculptor.
Okay, so he could play Instill, actually, bringing back Plague Vermin. No, he chooses not to. He goes for the Necromantic Cult.
Love that card. Absolutely love Necromantic Cult.
It's really fun, but a lot of people prefer to run Succubus instead because it provides a more immediate More
Yeah,
immediate
it's
advantage.
absolutely. I mean, it's a bit more of a control versus an aggressive move because Succubus is a much more aggressive play. It deals 3 damage, heals you up for 3. It puts a 3/3 flyer on the board, while playing the Necromantic Cult, is a bit more of a late game play because you want to build them up, you want to use them to control the board. But 2 counters on Necromantic Cult are all it's going to take to wipe out the or Jab's Jab's Flesh Sculptor.
Yes, but he can only place 1 because he only has 1 mana.
Oh, I know, but it basically says that Jab is going to have to answer it, which he's going to be able to, because he's not only he can hero power and play the Undead Necromancer this turn.
Yes, this is where the Necromancer comes in, because it's one of the few things that actually makes the hero power actually decent, is to make your zombies catch up to other things. And this is one of the few times it actually shines. Still think it should be a little bit better than what it is, but we're not gonna discuss balance.
I almost think that I don't know what Pvddr is holding, but I'm almost going to call this kind of a misplay, not moving the Necromantic Cult to the back row, at least for now.
Possibly, yes.
He does get a zombie. He does get a zombie out of it, but the ability for Necromantic Cult to throw out weakness counters and kind of manipulate combat that way is almost too powerful in a move like this.
The problem right now is that JABLOL is just getting free zombies, and Pvddr is not, and he's just gonna lose out. He can bring back the cult though. Wait, we are viewing the same game as... We're not viewing the same game as Nox, are we? No, never mind. I'm pretty sure you said that we're... No, forget what I just said. I think I think I had an echo in my head or something.
Yeah. A noxious fumes that went off the screen, at least on my end.
Yeah, I saw the noxious fumes killing the sculptor.
Well, no, it was my noxious fumes. Like, it came down and then it did like a weird curve to the side of the board, side of the screen, to where I almost couldn't see it. But there it is. There's the double Flesh Sculptor. But we'll see if it's too little, too late.
Pvddr does have Succubus. So he has Succubus and Cult? That's interesting. That seems a bit difficult to fit, I think. More likely you just want to go with one or the other. But he's running that and Instill, so he's running some kind of a hybrid, which I have not tried before. Which, I mean, he's kind of hurting because he doesn't have tombs.
Exactly, and like I said, Jab is going to just continue to snowball that advantage because he dropped tombs first, even though now he has his 4th tombs in his hand.
Oh, wow.
Based on how many he drew earlier and the one he discarded. One that he discarded? Yes. So this is his 4th copy, so he saw all 4 copies of tombs.
I'm starting to think Pvddr doesn't have tombs at all. Because if he has Succubus and Cult and Instill Life, is there really even room for tombs?
I don't think there is.
So he brings back the... this is one of the power plays. Because he can now get a whole bunch of zombies thanks to the Vermin. And the Cult can probably do a lot of shenanigans. Now, he doesn't use the ability immediately, which means his Sculptors could get wiped out. But depending on what JABLOL's hand is. So Pvddr is still in the game because of just how many zombies he can generate. And Instill Life allows it to essentially... If you can imagine, if you instill 2 creatures, that's 4 more zombies if you have 2 Sculptors.
Oh, I know. And Instill hits Sculptor, doesn't it?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, absolutely. It hits his entire deck except for the Succubus. And I hear some typing.
Oh, I'm just talking to Crip about the giveaways. The Noxious card backs are strictly reserved for Noxious's stream.
Okay. I thought so.
So, but we can throw some of the. We do have permission to throw out the other keys that we have.
Oh, I suppose we could do that. How many do you have left? Do you have all of yours, Boltor?
I've given away like 3. I mean, I did 1 because I wanted to see the deck list. I gave 1 away to Toast and 1 away to. Who was that? There was another streamer, another brand new streamer that I saw late a couple nights ago that I wanted to throw one to. God, I cannot remember his name.
This is a strange play because
Oh well.
why does he need to attack the cult with more than 1 zombie? They have Deadly. There's no instant speed cards that Pvddr could play to respond. Maybe he just wants to be sure. Maybe he just wants to be sure.
But the only thing I was about to say, the only thing I can think of is he doesn't want the plague vermin to intervene. But even then, with Deadly, it doesn't matter.
Actually, no. You know what? It does matter because plague vermin plus counter would have killed it. So no, he played correctly. He played correctly.
Yes, very very much so. Plague counter or plague vermin sacrifice killing or
probably a
1/1 zombie.
I'm guessing. He's probably going to want to kill the necromancer because all of his zombies being deadly is very hard to
deal with. Absolutely.
He can't ever get free kills against his creatures because, well, that's what deadly means. Yep. He can get a counter on the. Actually, he can kill the. He can kill the necromancer now. But that won't actually do that much for him. Oh no, he kills the sculptor instead. Clever play to reduce the number of zombies he has to deal with.
Absolutely, and I thought to myself that should have been like top priority for the first cult is taking out Flesh Sculptor, because Flesh Sculptor plus Tombs is almost impossible to battle back from.
Yeah, especially if you have Vermin. Vermin is just free zombies. And interestingly, Pvddr is still in the game, despite the fact that JABLOL has gotten so many free zombies. But in still life is just such a huge card, because bringing back 2 sculptors, I mean, that is so much value. But at the moment, he should probably bring back the cult, I think, if he draws the instill. So let's see what he gets. Sanctum of the Void is not really a great draw. So he's going to go for as much board clear as possible. Interestingly, JABLOL has all of his life, so the only thing Pvddr can do is try to control the board as much as possible.
Absolutely. He's just got to try and stem the tide of the zombies.
Okay, so now it's going to be 2 versus 1 in zombies. Actually, 3 if Pvddr plays his last Legionnaire. Which he does. Alright. It's been a much more balanced game than I thought. I thought a Pvddr would just get steamrolled. But
yeah.
He did not.
But Pvddr with his, I want to say, expertise and just value.
He's playing the deck well. I'll tell him that. Because again, this is very much like the deck I used in one of the earlier Speria Cups. Although I didn't use Succubus because I didn't think there was room. But no, he's making all the right plays, instilling, all the right stuff. So that's good. They learn well. So they're just trading zombies right now. It's basically a top deck war. I'm not sure if Pvddr should keep the Sanctum because honestly, JABLOL can always sack creatures. Oh wow, that is a bad draw. He drew the other Haunted Cemetery. Yeah, that's bad. Pvddr is... Now that I think the tide turns, he's going to send back one of them, replace it with a regular shrine. Makes some sense.
I should hope so.
I wonder if he's running 4 Zombie Legionnaires and 4 Plague Vermin. My deck ran 3 of each. But who knows?
Jab top deck to Plague Vermin, tosses it away. Hopes to draw into... Well, that's okay, I guess. He top decks a Noxious Fumes. I don't know if he's going to throw it out to get the full board clear, but he doesn't... He's
going to wait until he can use his hero power to get another zombie. He wants to make sure he's getting as many zombies as possible.
That, or he's hoping... Maybe he suspects and... Wait. No. He knows Pvddr is playing in still life because he's seen one. So I
Yes.
bet you he's waiting for the noxious fumes, or he's
Oh,
waiting on the noxious fumes.
he does send away the Sanctum. Interesting.
Well, unfortunately, in this situation, you play Sanctum, your opponent just sacrifices the infected survivor and gets more
Yeah.
power on board. So it's kind of just a pointless card right now.
Yes. That was my concern with the card. That just
Another
activating
noxious
is not very good.
fumes for Jab. But he sends one away, gets a shrine,
He's probably hoping to draw like a succubus or something.
and just draws another shrine off the shrine.
So
So
now
he
he'll
could
probably hero power. No? I mean, it would give him another zombie, but I guess he doesn't have to because he is getting free zombies every turn. So he can play the long game much better than Pvddr. Ooh, there's the instill. So what's coming back? Cult and Vermin could lead to a huge board clear actually.
absolutely could.
Or Mesmerizing Spirit for the discard? We'll see what he chooses. Or Double Sculptor is also an option. There is the
Maybe.
Cult and the Plague Vermin, like I said.
Yep, Plague Vermin Cult.
And he's going to use his hero power to get a free zombie. Wow, PvDR really, his deck has more staying power than I thought it would. He even against the tombs,
Yeah, he is.
which I think he should include in his deck. It's just too good. I think it's too good of a card not to run.
He is absolutely refusing to go down in this fight. But hey, when you've got $1,500 on the line. Wait, did PvDDR? Yeah, PvDDR won his first round, didn't he?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, well, it's still what, $500 on the line for 3 wins.
Yeah, 500.
Yes.
So he's got a 5/5 Cult, which can definitely mess him up. The only way to kill it, actually there is no way to kill it because the Survivor protects it. He'd have to have Noxious Fumes and a Consume in his hand to have a chance to kill it.
And he does.
Oh.
He's got a Shrine, a Noxious Fumes, and a Consumed Spirit in hand.
But wait, is that actually enough?
He would have to use...
He
would have
consumes
to-
the 1/1. No, he just Noxious Fumes the 1/1.
He could kill the cult if he goes triple corruption, which he still has the option to, but he doesn't. He goes for the mana and the card draw. So
He's going face. Interesting.
We're at
I'm guessing
5 views.
Wait, he can't. Okay. Is he gonna block with a Survivor? It makes sense. No, he blocks with the Cult. Is he going to use a counter to get more board control? I don't think so, because he's probably afraid of a Noxious Fumes. Now, JABLOL would have to use both of his cards. Wait, no, he's just going to power up the Cult further.
Yeah,
So now he can't
made
kill
that,
at all.
He made that to basically guarantee the most board wipe and the most buff for his Necromantic Cult.
Wow, impressive. PvDR is starting to turn the tide.
Necromantic Cult could win him the game unless Jab is playing Infernal Tribute.
I don't believe he is, but you
I
never
don't-
know.
Well,
He's gonna
let's
kill
see.
the zombie here, or is he gonna consume? I think he should save the consume.
I absolutely don't think he is. He is
He's
not.
gonna hit the face for 8. He's probably gonna kill the zombie though. It makes sense.
And to answer your question,
Oh, you could right. You have the deck list. That's right.
yes, I do. To answer your question, he does not play, or
Tribute.
PvDDR does not play Tombs. He does, however, play a single copy of Infernal Tribute.
Really
Yes.
interesting.
And this is what I was talking about with the control game. PvD or Necromantic Cult can just control Tombs of the Damned now.
Yeah, he can definitely hold out for a while. It's really the Instill Life that's carried him back because it has so
Absolutely.
much value. Bringing back a Cult with a Plague Vermin just kickstarts your combo immediately.
Exactly. But double Insatiable Ghoul from Jab here.
I think
He's
I'm not sure how Jab kills the Cult though, other than another Necromancer to deadly up his zombies.
he, I mean, it doesn't feel good. PvDDR, in order to wipe his board, PvDDR really needs to empty the cult of counters if he wants to wipe out both of the if he wants to wipe out both of the ghouls, because it would be four, dropping him down to five, up to six, four.
I think he
No,
just
that
consume spirit to help out with that. Ooh, he's gonna go for the consume play here. Yep, definitely.
and that's
But
another weird.
does he have lethal? Is what I want to know.
Let's see if he
I think he
so he's
does.
up to 11.
He just attacks his creatures and goes for lethal with the cult.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. PvDDR pulls this off against the tombs.
Yeah.
Instill Life. That Instill Life top deck was absolutely amazing for him.
And I told you, I said that PvDDR, just having the knowledge of card games and everything, just your usual stuff. There were so many options he could have made with the Instill Life that he made the right one. He saw an out through the Necromantic Cult.
Wow. All right, let's. Oh, are they done? Oh, they're.
No.
I'm guessing they're just like doing the bans again. Oh, there we go.
All right, so you're going back to
that's-
PvDDR.
Yeah. So
Okay.
1-0 for PvDDR.
And so if PvDDR is able to win with his Hermelion deck, he takes the round.
Yes. So JABLOL is still gonna use his zombies. PvDR's hand is not good, but is he gonna spark an elf? Looks like he is. Makes sense because he has a second one. So he gets 2/2 drops in a row, and it gets him board control.
Jab has an interesting hand. Oh, it's not what you want to see. He has a Sanctum of the Void in hand. He's got another Shrine. He's got a Flesh Sculptor, Tombs of the Damned, and double Succubus.
He probably should send one away.
Possibly. It's a very late game hand against a very early game deck.
Wait, JABLOL misplays here. Why did he leave his vermin on the front? He just gets killed.
Maybe he just
Unless he wanted it to get hit, but that's not a good thing.
maybe he's thinking he wants to maybe he's more or less thinking that he wants to soak up as much damage. He knows he's not doing a whole lot in the opening turns of the game, so he's thinking if anything I can do to stave off damage, you know what I mean?
Right. JABLOL with a Flesh Sculptor, but he's taking a lot of damage here.
He is.
I'm guessing he's gonna play Niena here instead of the Brothers in Arms.
Jab's best play next turn is going to be
There's the Brothers.
a Tombs of the Damned.
No,
Or-
he can't play Tombs. He loses to Hermelion Hero Power if he doesn't deal with this right now. He has to play
Well,
removal.
he doesn't have any removal, but he does have a Hungering Ghoul. Or Hungering Ghoul?
Insatiable Ghoul.
Insatiable Ghoul. Well, Hungering, same difference. Oh no, Hungering Ghoul is a Hearthstone card, I think.
No, it's Flesh Eating Ghoul.
Oh, that's right. Anyway.
So now, I think PvDR just runs the two brothers into the Ghoul and keeps hitting face. Maybe plays Niena. Oh no, he goes
Elf
for
Warriors.
That's interesting. He only loses one creature, but I mean the Brothers in Arms might as well be one creature.
Yeah.
I think this is bad actually.
Well,
Unless he intends to Hero Power right now. In which case he'll do another 6 damage.
yeah. The other thing to keep in mind is maybe PvDDR is thinking if Jab had a Noxious Fumes, he would have used it this turn.
What's PvDR gonna do? He's got a Hero Power here. That's surely why he did that. You know, another 6 damage is a lot because that means 2 Haldiri hits and it's over.
Yeah. Summoner
no,
Druid.
He doesn't do it. He's gonna play
Summoner-
Niena.
Summoner Druid. I assume he's going to get immediate value out of the Summoner Druid. Yes.
Okay, but then why did he want to send? Okay, he wants to keep as many creatures as possible, but the two brothers die anyway. As soon as one gets hit with Noxious.
True. But again, I think he's thinking...
Maybe it makes no difference.
I bet you he's thinking if Jab had Fumes, he would have played it last turn.
Could be.
That's what... Oh, a Consumed Spirit. Not gonna do a whole lot. Can kill off the two brothers in arms, but that's still...
He can kill Nienna as well. Or he can... Oh, he's gonna kill the Guardian and Nienna. He's gonna consume a brother, slow down Nienna, and kill Nienna. I assume. There is the... It seems like Flesh Sculptor is being played in all the decks.
Yeah, I mean, Flesh Sculptor...
He consumes the Summoner, not the brothers? Unless he has Noxious Fumes. No, wait, why does he not consume the brothers? I guess he wants to... But the thing is, that's a lot of damage he's taking. With Haldir, that is... No, isn't this just lethal?
It is lethal. Not consuming the brothers means lethal for...
The hero power, right?
Yeah, with hero power, that is exact lethal. And there's just... I mean, he would have had to have moved the Flesh Sculptor to the front row to prevent the lethal.
Yeah. Although that would have... They would have stopped lethal, but would have put him in a hopeless position.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna.
So I mean, it seems like it's going to be a bit of a. Seems like it's going to be just a damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of situation. And I mean,
Twitch chat, killing the brother would have actually kept him alive because it would have given him a chance to survive.
Yeah, and I mean, he did have the double succubus in hand. He could have clawed his way back, but it's going to be Pvddr taking game 2 and 2-0ing
he 2-0s. He 2-0s JABLOL.